We begin tonight in Wellington, where a last-ditch attempt at averting a nationwide strike by nurses is underway. Of course, nurses have voted to strike after rejecting the latest pay offer from DHBs, and they will walk off the job on Thursday. But the Employment Relations Authority has ordered them back into talks. Will this prevent them from taking their first strike action in 3 decades? That's far from clear, but it does now seem against the odds. Here's our health correspondent, Karen Brown.
The nurses' long-running pay row came to a head today, with union members voting by a simple majority to reject the latest pay offer from district health boards. Union leaders said turnout was high and voting close, with Kai Whakahaere Kerry Nuku labelling the result a courageous step by nurses.
It's been a long journey, and certainly to expect members to go to vote in such a short time and to have such a turnaround in voting output and participation in the votes, we want to acknowledge the challenges that this has created to all our members and thank them for this courageous move.
A union leader, C. Payne, says the DHB's latest pay offer redistributed the money available for a settlement and included a plan for pay equity. She says the union had rejected a request from DHBs to return to facilitation, but was ordered to do so anyway this morning. But she says if no more money's available, it won't stop the strike.
There'll need to be additional funding put on the table from the government to be able to address and give some certainty to the things that members are requesting, and that certainty around progression and transition potentially, and dates within the collective agreement for other occupational groups, as well around implementation dates when things happen.
Across town, the top clinician at Wellington's Capital and Coast DHB, John Tate, speaking for all hospital doctors, says a nurses' strike will pose major challenges nationwide.
The strike could see the withdrawal up to 70% of our frontline health workforce. In situations that are not life-threatening, care will take longer. DHBs and nurses have an obligation to preserve life and prevent disability, but we won't be able to provide the same care in the same way.
He added DHBs estimate 6,000 to 8,000 elective procedures nationwide will need to be deferred because of the strike. To help them cope, all major hospitals are postponing non-urgent outpatient appointments and elective surgery to reduce their workload during the 24-hour strike from 7 a.m. Thursday. A Wellington Hospital nurse delegate, Erin Kennedy, says nurses haven't taken the step lightly.
It's a very hard decision for nurses to vote to take strike action. And so what we're now focusing on is the life-preserving services, keeping our patients safe.
DHBs urged nurses to think again today, saying it's not too late to prevent the disruption. But the acting Prime Minister, Winston Peters, says there's no more money.
We are saying, give us some time, and over the years, we can seriously help your profession and raise its elevation and its pay and its status in this country. But after just 6 months of budget preparations, we can't do it in that short time.
Meanwhile, both sides return to talks mid-afternoon and are expected to continue tomorrow. Mo te hōtaka o te ahi, ko Karen Brown aho.